I'm going to share with you an idea that I've been inspired by recently that I am going to commit to, hopefully for the long term. And the idea is Life Monastery. The idea that this life is like coming into a sacred monastery of spiritual practice that we create. Perhaps our higher soul, our divine source, has helped us to craft a program of spiritual practice and growth, and we're here for it. And we either uh, follow the program and continue creating a better and better monastery or monastic program for ourselves, or we ignore it. It's our choice. And so I am inspired by this idea because I don't know about you, but I have had the privilege of doing spiritual retreats in my life. One of them was a 10-day silent meditation retreat, and I've also visited other monasteries before, not a lot, just a few in my life. And I've always been inspired by how disciplined the residents of the monastery are in their spiritual practice because they're there for it. They entered the program with the intention of wholeheartedly participating, knowing the benefit it has for their soul. So the tagline that I am playing with right now is tend to the garden of your mind and the well of your heart for the growth of your soul. So let me explain what this means. As we go through each day, our mind is coming across various forms of media, like this video, for example, or anything we read on our phone, on our computer, physically, people we talk to, and of course, the conversations we have with ourselves in here. And all of that is changing the landscape of our garden, of our mind. It's either uh, seeding more weeds that will grow and take over the more beneficial plants of the garden, invasive weeds of um, self, negativity, doubt, of hatred of others, judgment of others, um, all kinds of things, as you know, as you value spiritual growth as well. That's why you're here. So, as I look at my mind as a garden, I say, how would I like to design that garden? I would love to have some beneficial plants. I love for it to be beautiful. And so therefore, I want to cultivate the garden of my mind throughout the day by nurturing the good plants and weeding out the invasive and non-helpful toxic plants to the garden. Um, and so just that awareness really helps me to be conscious of the intake of information and conversation, and also the ongoing reinforcement in my own head of my thoughts, and how is that cultivating the garden or destroying the garden. Um, and then the second part of that tagline, so tend to the garden of your mind and the well of your heart. And the idea is that our hearts are a deep, deep well. It goes as deep as you want it to go. And the well can be filled with life-giving water, or it can be completely depleted. And the well is so deep, and where's the source of the well? Well, the source of the well, the source of the universe. And so there is always a way to replenish the well of your heart by connecting again to the source of the life-giving water, the life-giving, you know, energy. And so I do my energy reboots, which helps me tap again into that source and replenish the well of my heart so that it's again filled with life-giving energy, life-giving water, which of course helps to water the garden. You see how this is all related. And the garden, therefore, from the well of the heart to the garden of the mind, becomes a beautiful place for the soul to grow. So I am considering creating a program for fellow life monastics. And I think for the foreseeable future, it's going to be as a bonus to my client group because I know them already and I'm already working with them on a regular basis, and it'll just be an additional way for us to work together. But perhaps in the future it'll be open to more than people outside the client group. But the reason I'm saying this is because guess what? You too can create a life monastic program for yourself, a life monastery for your own life. There's no need to join my program or anybody else's program because you came into this life with a program that your soul, your higher self, along with Source, along with your spirit team perhaps, already designed. And you know what that program is by noticing what aspects of spiritual growth really resonate with you. There's a reason why certain spiritual principles and spiritual practices and spiritual paths resonate with you. It's a signal from your higher self to say, hey, pay attention to this. This is perhaps part of your life monastery program of daily spiritual practice or weekly spiritual practice or monthly or whatever it may be, of moment-to-moment spiritual awareness. So think about that for yourself. What might a life monastery program look like? And just like any monastery program, there's a schedule of certain disciplines that you take on to help with give you the banks of the river. It gives you a way to channel your life energy. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing your comments below. Thanks so much.